on. So welcome everybody to the Forgestic SAP Tips and Tricks session. Today, Yannick is going to be covering the SAP Business One Service Opportunities, Activities in CRM module. So Yannick, I'm just going to share yours, give you the screen share. There you go.
So I don't know what are you saying right
I
now.
I see ocean with somebody scuba diving.
Okay, that's not okay,
It's
so,
nice. It's nice and snowy here in Quebec City today.
no, that's not the right screen because it's can do it with this one, but it's just because it's going to be quite hard for me. It's so small. So how I can
Just your
change the
SAP.
screen?
Yeah.
Share screen.
Oh, hang on a second here.
Screen application. Let's go with the application. No other application. 1 of 9. Okay. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. Okay. And then this one. Okay.
There we go. There's your SAP.
It's weird because it was giving me nine choices. So. Okay, so welcome everybody. The CRM module in SAP. So the CRM module in SAP, as I mentioned this morning to the French session, it's no more or less than you see. It exists. All the functionality inside the CRM is functionality that they were already existing, but it was, you see, dispatch on different other modules. So it's still present into the other module as well, but is they have you see, since a couple of versions, SAP, they have decided to group that or to create a specific module and to group together all the functionality related to managing sales opportunity, customer, all the things related to, it's mostly used for sales, but it could be used also for purchasing. But company, they are using it for more for following the sales. So the CRM module, I ain't gonna spend too much time on some other things that you should know already by how to use or to create like a business partner. It's nothing different from the business partner module. It's just a quick access you're having here. So business partner, master data, sales quotation, sales order. It is just a kind of a quick access, but it's exactly the same as the same document. You see the same sales quotation, the same sales order access that you're having with the sales AR module. It's just grouped here all together. Activity also, business partner, when you go into business partner, a vendor like here or a customer, you can see, you can create activity, you can view activity related to a business partner. You can also do or manage activity from a document, so sales order. If you're in a sales order, you can create also an activity. Okay, right click and you can see related activity or just create a new activity. It's exactly the same access, the same screen that you have here on the CRM module. It's a direct access to the activity being used into all the other section of the software. So is it being used more and more with customers? Some are using a lot, some other are not using a lot. but it's a way to put all together all the information, all the communication, document, whatever, related to a specific transaction or a specific customer. You can so it's all put. Everything is put into one place when you can easily access. So even if it's different person who dealing with a customer, so you can have one single access and see everything what's going on with a customer or a transaction. The activity here is it's split between I won't say type of it, but it's grouped by section where you can create an activity. It could be a phone call, it could be a meeting, a task, a note, and depending on your choice. Your choice is some other field will appear to enter more information. Like if I take a meeting, then you have the address where the meeting will stand. If you are selecting, let's say, a note, then you there's less field. So it's a list predefined by SAP. It's not something that we can modify because it's linked to other fields. It's linked to the format of the form that you are seeing, that you see all the information that you are entering. But within these group of activity or these, you can have you can split or you can create your own type. So, by example, if you see here phone calls, you can have one. The best example was let's say you create a type of activity for your credit department. So it could be credit. So it's already there. So you can define any type of activity that you want within each different kind of activity.
Like a sales follow-up or collection or
exactly.
any kind. It's unlimited in there. You can just create whatever you want in the type.
Yeah, and within the type, it's a hierarchy. So within the type, you see credit. You can also create different subjects. So, by example, here collection, but you can also create an unlimited number of subjects. Okay, it could be collection, it could be follow-up, it could be whatever. It's just the list that you want. It's useful for reporting. It's useful when you want to filter your information and see and to focus on something really specific. And also for people also inside your organization, if you have a credit department, so they would like just to focus on credit activity only. And you can activate, deactivate. You see, even if you have a long list, you can deactivate if it's no more use. It could be assigned also. By example, if you have a task and that's a credit task and you see collection, you want sometimes someone to accomplish something. So you can assign a user, an existing user in SAP, but it could be assigned to so through the employees list, or it could be to a list of persons. So you can have you can create your own list of recipients if you want. So, by example, if you want to send that to all sales rep, you create a list of a rep. You put all the names, and they're gonna receive the task. They will all receive the task that you have assigned. It's rarely the case because the sales rep most of the time they don't have a license of SAP. They don't play in SAP, so most of the time it will be an existing user. And so if it's assigned to myself, so if I select someone else, then it will be assigned. It's assigned by me to Donna Brown when I will add the activity. You put a remark, a starting time, ending time. It could be, you see a duration. If, for example, if it's a meeting, you can specify it's an hour, 2 hours, whatever. All the activity, by the way, they will appear into you. So I don't know if you are using the calendar, but you see in SAP, all the activity will show up here when it's added. Okay. So here, I don't know if I have, you see, MaxiTech here, I have an activity of credit type. It's a meeting for collection. Okay. So it show up on my agenda, because it's within the period of this specific activity. So I can specify the address. It could be like on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. You specify the recurrence, and you can also specify a reminder. It could be minutes, hours, days. I think I said this morning weeks, but if you want to select weeks, it's like 7 days. I think you have to put. So you can have a reminder set up for any type. I think it works for every kind of activity.
Yeah, yeah, and Yannick, I just want to specify one more thing. There's a product that a lot of people have started buying that's called Boyum CRM for Outlook, which basically is just a bridge between your Outlook and SAP. So if you have your activities in here, in your SAP, if somebody had Boyum CRM for Outlook, it's live in both places, so it would also show up in your Outlook calendar as well. Just wanted to mention that because we didn't see that one this morning.
No, that's right. It's a very good point, because we are using Boyum more and more with our customer, and it's really a nice product. So for sure, it's synchronized with the Outlook calendar when it's being used with.
I just have a quick.
Yeah.
I have a quick question, Danielle here. When a email is archived, we do have this service, and I have dragged things in. If I archive that message in Outlook, will it still appear in SAP, or does the path change?
Oh no! Normally the activity, when it's linked to your Outlook, it should stay into SAP.
Even if it's changed locations, it should stay in the same place?
Yeah, that's right. Now, even if you're changing.
Perfect. I just wondered about that. Thanks so much.
Okay. Well, you can put priority. You can specify a meeting location, business address, or any other address. What else? It could be, you see, you have the contact person. You see, it's not necessarily linked. This one is linked to a BP code. It's not a mandatory field, but this one was an activity for this specific customer, and it could be also with another attached with another contact. For example, most of the time the default contact will be, let's say if it's a customer, it will be the purchase, the buyer, but in this case, it's a credit collection, so it's going to be more a person of the accounting department or in the payables. You can then after that you have also other detail. You can apply if you are using the resources in SAP, it could be assigned. You can attach a resource. Let's say a resource could be a technician, or as I said here, or someone internally that it's not necessarily linked to SAP, but it's being used into your production or into services module for repairs or for warranty of your product.
And Yannick, also, if you assign it to another user in your SAP system, I gather they would get an alert in the little box above that they have an alert that something was assigned to them, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. And if there's a reminder, also it will pop up into every 7 days. Will get a pop up. Yeah, no, definitely will get. It will get. You see an alert here. It will receive. You see a message here that an activity. You see there's an activity schedule, but if it's someone that assigned me an activity, automatically I will have the pop-up message box. Then I can click on this and see exactly what is going on. Okay, on this activity. So I've got quite a few here. It's there's more than one. So that's the way it works. Other detail you see on activity on this one, by example, a customer could be attached to financial projects, so it could be attached to a financial project. It could be also attached to if the financial project is linked to the project module in SAP, then it could be also assigned to that specific project module at that specific stage. So when you're in the production module, not production, the project manager module, you can see the activity linked to the specific stage of the project. So it's the activity. It's really a quick access to all the communication and things related to. So that's why you have all these links to various portion of the SAP. Content, you can write whatever you want. It's just a text box, a link document. You can also use, by example, this one is linked to a sales order. So if I go into the sales order, so it's a quick access here. So even if you're in a sales order, the contrary also, it works. So if you click the sales order and you see a show activity, you will be a related activity. You will see the 7, the one that we are in right now. So it works both ways. And then finally the attachment. So the attachment it's there for it's everywhere in SAP. So the attachment it's to attach or to link a document, and outside the document, a PDF or a plan or whatever, any other document that it's not generated by SAP can be linked and keep together with the specific activity. I think somebody asked this morning if it could be owner. There's no principle of ownership in the activity, but if you don't want someone else to see the activity, there's always that. I forgot, but there's always that checkbox. If you put it personal, then nobody else will see it.
So that could be a way for each sales rep to block their activity from other sales rep from seeing their activities, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you will see. I think the reps most of the time they will use we'll see next the opportunity, and then the opportunity can be only seen by the rep who create the opportunity. That's normally that's the best way to keep control of their own stuff.
Okay.
So this is pretty much that for the activity. As I said, it's not only a part of the CRM module. It's also for transaction. It can be also directly created from the business partner. So it's not only from the CRM module that the activity. It's available like many different
Yeah.
places.
I always use the activities within the business partner window where it says you can also either create a quote or follow your activities. That's where I always use them. I know I don't go into the CRM module to access it. I directly that's it. That's where I use them.
Yeah, that's right. Where I was working before, there was two credit manager working there. They were both using them like a lot, and it was always from the business partner module, master data as well. And it was really useful for them to share the information within the department. It's really useful because you see they take vacation also sometimes, these people. So so someone else has to take over the release of the pending orders, and before to release the order, obviously if a customer didn't pay or said you need to take a decision. So to put all the information into the activity. It's much easier for someone else to take action on if we can release the order or not. And that being there, that's we need to keep inform other people of what's going on with the account. So
And also though, Yannick, when you use it from the business partner, when you go into, you can also, when you click on activity, you can see everybody's different activities on there. So you can see collection, you can see the sales activities, unless I gather that they show that it was private, I guess. But yeah, you can also, that's where I use it.
Yeah, view related
View activity. So you can see the list from everybody's activities in there.
Yeah,
So,
this one doesn't have any, but if I take MaxiTech, I guess it will have quite a few. View activity.
yep.
So you will see all the activity by
Collection, campaign, whatever.
yeah,
You know.
like kind of you see the if it's a meeting, a campaign, but you will see you can put the status, you can see, but as you see, we don't see the type here, but we can always modify the screen and see the type here. It was not there. So, and then we see the what kind of what type of activity it was, and it can be sorted. So that's really useful to share the information. It's for the company, people inside the company. So if we go back to the CRM module activity, the campaign generation wizard. This is, I don't know, it's not really personally I didn't see any customer using it, but it doesn't mean that cannot be used. I think it's just because it's not necessarily well known that, but you can create campaign to in order to send. Here it's the wizard to help creating the campaign. You can create one here. I have already one here, and you can select also see when it starts, when it ends. You can pick up the item that will be part of that campaign. You can select your partner part of the of that campaign. So it could be to send promotion. It could be to send this morning someone he said, oh, it can be used for sending price list. And if you have a new price list for a group of customers, then you can use that that functionality to send the information to your customer. So, but it's specifically created to be used for promotional purpose. You can send by email, by fax, by phone calls. You see, there's many ways you can create. You can also create a link to a website if you have a website. So this is customer selected. This is and then you select what how you're going to send it, and it will be created. Okay, so he's creating it. And on the next one, it's if you don't want to use the generation wizard, but it's always possible to create the campaign directly manually without any help by it's like adding a document. You just have to if you want to create a new one, you just have to click add and you create your own campaign. It's just that you have nobody's taking you by the hand, so you do it by yourself. You select your customer, you select your item, the partner, target VPs could have partners. You can bring attachment. As I said, the price list would be useful if it's on PDF and other format can be attached to your campaign. And there's some template also that exists in SAP. You can create your own, but template like it will automatically be able to personalize the document that you're sending. You see the wording, it's pretty predefined, and it will automatically put the address, the name of your contact, and things like this. Just the only thing you need to do after that is to send it by email or by other any other way that you are seeing here. So it's as I said, that's not being used a lot. I didn't see any customer on my side, but I'm sure there's some using it. But its functionality, it's part of the CRM module. The one that it's more and more used, it's the opportunity. The opportunity was there. It's quite a while that it's in SAP, and now being grouped into the CRM module, it looks like customers are using it more and more. I see more and more customers asking questions and want to use it, and it's well done. It's you have. It's like the activity. It's a way to group or to keep everything together on an opportunity. It could be used for purchasing, but I would say it's mostly used for sales. If you have a potential sales, a potential contract to sign, or a project related to with a customer, it put everything together. You have a follow-up. It's like a project management. It's the same principle as a project management. You estimate the you estimate how many days that's gonna close. You can enter manually the date. You can you enter your potential amount, weighted amount. We'll see that into the different tab here, into the stages tab. We'll see how it's calculated. So more you're at the end of the process, higher will be the weighted amount. The potential, the potential, the percentage it turns into a success. That's the weighted amount. Gross profit, you can estimate your gross margin on that sales, and level of interest, just a list that you can create. You can create your own list. There's no limit here, and level of interest could be high, low, very important, or whatever. It's just to be able to focus on specific things like this when you generate your report, when you do your analysis of all your opportunity. We mentioned also this morning that you see the business partner. It could be also a lead, as you say, SAP. The common way to generate the business partner code. It starts with a C customer, a V for a vendor, and a L for a lead. It's easier to identify if that opportunity it's a real customer or a lead. So you have probably all your own ways, but this is good maybe to find a way to identify your lead. Business partner, and then after that you can have a different contact if you have you see within the same organization, if you have different people, different responsible for different department. So it could be linked to a specific contact if the contact exists into the business partner master data. Could be linked to a specific territory if you have a territory settled in your system. Sales employee and the owner. There's the principle of the ownership here. So by example, Jason Butler created this one. This is the owner. So only him will be able to see his own stuff. So if I'm logged into another with another user, I won't see the opportunity created by Jason. The name, the internal number, start date, you see the activity again. Another link. So you have all the activity related to that opportunity. So and you can from here you can create a new one if you need to create a new one, or just work on the one that it's there, if there's any update or whatever you want to do. And you see the closing percentage at what stage that we are in right now. The interest range, it's just here again a list that you create your own list. Let's put that into Okay, the two columns, we can see the two columns. So you create your own list. So it could be, I don't know, it could be a sector of activity, type of industry. See, it's just to specify if it's the interest range. It could be, let's say it's a retailers, it's a retailer, or it's there's no and you create your own based on your type of business.
See, our sales guys use the interest range differently. They use it like very interested, like let's say a lead that they have that went to a lunch and learn just to see what SAP was, and their interest range would be very interested, quite interested. So they know if it's a if it's a potential customer that has a lot of interest or not. They use it in a different way, but
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you can
there's
use it
no.
anyway. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to use it.
I'm not a sales rep, so I don't know. Or maybe
No, the accountants.
I know how to use it, but okay. The opportunity on the general tab here, if by example you can have. You see, the opportunity could be let's say someone who's giving the job, someone that you're, by example, if you're in construction, most of the time it will be maybe the architect who is giving the opportunity. It's with the architect, but in reality, it's someone else who's going to do the job. So you go through. It's the one that's giving the lead for that opportunity is managing the project, or but at the end you are dealing with it's someone else who's gonna execute. So it could be also with a distribution company can deal also with the outside distributor or another channel of distribution. So it could be also identified here if someone else is linked to that same opportunity. It could be also linked to a business partner project. It could be useful sometimes if you have just did a customer who has see their opportunity. It's exactly that situation where it's a designer, the lead, the opportunity is created under the name of the designer, but at the end they receive quotation from various sources. So it's really hard to link all the quotation for a specific opportunity. So they are using business partner project to be able to group all the sales quotation, all the different document that they are receiving from many different sources. Here it's other field. It could be also a list that you see information source. It could be, I don't know, a competitor or other customer, or you see where you are getting that information and what type of industry it's related to. If it's it could be a retailer, it could be construction, it could be whatever. You see so it's all fields to be able to filter the information on the report and to do a better analysis. Stages, that's probably one of the it's the most important one, I would say, because it's here that you are giving the progress of that opportunity, at what stage you're at. So here start date, closing date, it's pretty much like a project management. And the stages, but you decide, you see, based on your own information, your own knowledge of your company, what are the stage that you want to create, what is the normal cycle of business. It's here, by example, I start with quotation, first meeting, it's just that soumission à appel d'offres. I don't know how you
I don't
say it.
even know what that would be like a bid, let's say.
Yeah, they know what. Yeah, exactly, a bid. Yeah, that's a good.
I was trying to look for it. See, when you live in Quebec, French and English just switch from one to the other. That sometimes, yeah, that's it. So it would be a bid, and then a first meeting, second meeting, quotation.
Negotiation. So,
exactly.
and you put your closing percentage. So more you progress into the stages, higher are the potential of closing the deal. Okay, and you see it could be separated. You can have your own list for sales related and another one related to purchasing. In this one, both are for the same, but it could be you can just unselect here and you create a specific one for purchasing. And if there's any stages that you don't want no more, there's no more reason to use, you just click cancel. You cannot delete an opportunity stage if this stage or this yeah,
If anything's pending in it, I guess.
Pending or being
Yeah,
used.
that's it.
For it's like a GL account. If you did a journal entry into that specific account, there's only one single transaction. You cannot delete the account anymore. But so that's why there's an option to cancel it to avoid seeing the stage when you are doing this an update here. So here I'm in the negotiation, so you can start from 5%, and now I'm in quotation, now I'm 35%, now in the negotiation stage. And if you switch to an add row, automatically it will not delete, but it will close the previous one, and then you enter where you're at. So if you're in the order, now I'm 100%. Okay. So it progresses with you see the percentage of the closing rate will increase along with your progress. Here you can attach also on specific. You see in the quotation line here, if you issue a specific quotation, it could be linked to your stage. Here I'm in the order stage, so I can select the order related to that specific line or the specific opportunity. So let's say it's not the case here, but I can select any one. And you see by selecting the quotation, it will ask me, do you want to update the amount and the gross profit? Let's say if I say yes, then you will see the potential amount will change here. Oh my God, my sales order finally it's 13,500. It's no more 15,000, 50,000. So it's
Big
automatic.
rebates.
Yeah. If you click here, show BP's document, if you don't click here, you will see all the sales order for all the open sales order that exists in the company. So strongly suggest to always select this in order to see any only the sales order related to that business partner. But it's there because it could be, as I said, it could be the design or the architect here, and you don't issue the orders to the architect. You issue the orders to someone else. It's just an intermediate between the two. Here again, on each, you see the overall activity related to the opportunities there, but you see you can create on a line level, you see you can create new activity on that specific line also. Partner, if you have any other partner involved into that opportunity. By example, you have a sales opportunity with a specific retailer, but the main supplier of the product are also you need to know which one is part of that deal too. So just to keep you informed that you see that opportunity, it's Maxitech, but it could be also linked to let's see, I don't know, Maxitech, it's a computer retailer, I think. So it could be linked to your PC provider. Okay, so you create a list here you can define, you see all the partners that exist. You see, by example, create one hotel. create the name of the person that you are
Okay,
dealing
just in
with.
English means somebody, because we did that one this morning. Somebody.
Somebody. And here with the customer, as I mentioned also this morning, you see he found that it's really weird why we see only the related BP and not the name. So sometimes the number it's not you don't know exactly who it is. So it's always possible to modify that screen to add more field if there's a need for that. Okay. So this is the related partners, competitor. If you want to know, also it's always for the analysis purpose and the reporting purpose. If you want to know who else is on that deal and to keep informed people inside, say okay, we are competing with someone else, so it's
And
good
the threat level is nice too.
exactly the threat level, low, medium, and high. And you can put remarks, see, he's cheaper than us or whatever. Summary, here the summary, it's you're gonna see you will see the latest document linked to that opportunity right now that has been created. You see all the reason when you if you want the opportunity, then you can enter a reason. It's a list that you predefine. So if you want, if it's one, there's a you put the reason. Also, if it's a loss, you can put the reason. Then for analysis, again, it's easier to understand why you won or you lost the opportunity. And finally, the attachment, same thing as any other part of SAP. This is like everywhere, same principle. You attach outside documents, a plan, a draw, whatever, coming from the outside source, just for to share the information with the people involved into that opportunity. So I don't know if you have any question. It covers pretty much what is how the opportunity works. We will be able to jump into the reporting section.
You guys all right? Do you have any questions? No?
Okay. No, I'm good.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, as I said, sales quotation, sales order, we ain't gonna cover that because it's something that you're probably already using a lot. The CRM report, the activity, you can visualize all your activity. You can have a direct access to them, so it's a list. Also here you can add or remove columns if you want to be more specific on your own needs. Activity overview. This one it's more useful because you can filter only the one that you want to focus on. See, just for a business partner, so it's a list of different criteria that you enter, and then at the end you got only the one specific that you would like to do analysis or to do a follow-up. Inactive customer, also as I mentioned this morning, a business partner, if you go into a business partner here, you have the active, inactive, and advanced option here, but this is not related to that. It's not inactive selected here, okay? It's inactive, it will look into transaction, okay? So if you want to see if a customer, it will give you a list of customers who didn't have any transaction since July 19, 2018. Okay, so it could be useful just to see who is not buying anymore right now. So it's just, you see, select only sales quotation and sales order. So any of these customer I have created or a sales order or sales quotation since that time. So it's maybe sometimes good to know why, and maybe someone or the sales rep can provide some answer, or just call the customer and try to sell it to him again. Maybe there's a good reason, and it's good to know why. So this is probably I know a lot of customers, they don't know that exists, but it could be useful just to see who's not buying anymore. Campaign list, it's same thing here. If you want to have a list, it's a bunch of criteria that if you are using the campaign a lot, then it helps you to filter the information and to just to focus on the one that you would like to work on. So you see all the campaign with all the related VP. So you have some details, so you can you don't need you can also collapse all the information and just to see more the information in a clean way. So this is a list of the one that's more interesting. Again, it's on the opportunity. There's a bunch of reports related to the opportunity, and we ain't gonna see them all. But there's two really interesting to see. It's the stage analysis. The stage analysis. Here again, you can specify you can enter some filter to focus only on one that within the range of starting date or a predicted closing date or only a specific stage. But most of these selection also can be also used directly into the report. So if I don't select anything here I've got all my opportunity by stages, by rep, and I can still use the filter here if I just want to specify a specific stage or just one sales employee, by example. I still can filter my information from here. So that screen, it's a kind of an overview. It's a graphic that gives you a good idea, but you can also can drag the information and drill down the information. Let's say a second meeting, you just want to see what it's inside this one. You can change the interval by week, by example, if you want. And then you will see all the opportunities are all into the same column here. Gym, but I can click on this one and I will see all the opportunity open into that range. And from here, I can go and see more details into the opportunity itself. So it's really a good drill down function possibility that you have. To start from a good overview of everything, and then you go and you drill down to more specific things. And you can display the opportunity that is expired based on the closing date, and this is they will show up, okay, even if they are expired. So one start. So if I close this, so this is stage analysis, and then the last one. You can see there's some other like this one won and lost. These also you can be filter, but it's predefined only on the if it's the opportunity that you have won or the one that you have lost. Okay, so it's more specific on this thing, but here also you can do some, you can drill down and to see more detail. but it's more it focus only on one and last opportunity. And here, the other one also for presentation, sometimes for a sales meeting, it's more visual. It's less for accountant. It's more for salespeople. It's more visual. So here, each color represents you see a stage, and you can see your pipeline. So there's you see this blue section. It's wider. It means there's more opportunity. It represents a bigger portion of the opportunity. The biggest one is this one, 559, and it can be filtered also. You see, you can filter the opportunity, that pipeline, to reflect only what you want to see. Okay, so all kind of filter you have here. It can display based on the total, but it could be based on the weighted amount or on the closing percentage. And if you are inside that screen, you can also click on the pipeline directly, and you can also do drill down. So it's more, it's probably more direct access to something compares to the other one. It's less columns and number. It's more visual, but at the end it gives you you can have access to the same data. And when you're into the pipeline, the last tool that you can visualize, it's you go when you're inside the pipeline, you can go in go-to and see the dynamic opportunity analysis. So here it will give you an analysis of again it's visual. But it starts with all the opportunity, and you can see in the time frame starting from the first day and until now, where the opportunity you see where at what stage that there's you see up to the end, and you will see at the end which one that you won, which one that you lost. It looks like we say in French it's a shoot boucan, but it's for
a smoke show. A smoke
show. but at the end it's pretty interesting because bigger
it's
are
visual.
bigger are the bubbles. I would say. Bigger are the bubbles.
The bigger the deal.
Bigger is the deal. And it could be it's quick to see that at the end, you say, oh my God, I see why this one is not moving anymore. It's a big one. It's still at the first meeting, and it's not lost. It's not won. It's still pending. Why? So you can double click on this, and you will see which one is that. So oh, it's a 50,000 deal. It's still at 20%. Nothing's going on. So why?
The rep left.
Okay, and this one, okay, it's small amount, but why we lost it at the first meeting? We lost the opportunity, so it could be for analysis. I would say really a quick access to see and to do your analysis of why you won, why you lost, and why it's not moving, and you can focus on the bigger bigger deal, or just focus on the one that you don't understand why you lost it or why it's not moving. So it's a nice visual to look, and you see during a sales presentation, it could be quite nice for people to see and to directly.
It shows the big picture, easily seen. So do you guys have any questions, Crystal?
No, I'm good so far. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. So we cover pretty much everything.
Okay.
So
Well, thanks. Thanks a lot, Yannick. Very interesting. And if anybody wants to see a recap of this, it's going to be on the Forgestic YouTube page probably next week because all our web sessions go there. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, Tracy, Tracy at forgestic.com. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, Yannick. And
Thank you
have
very
a nice
much.
weekend, everybody.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Thank
You
you
have a
too.
good
Bye bye.
weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.